Mossberg Blaze 47, 22 long rifle, 10 round, blowback design. Behind me. There we go. There's some trouble down there. Well cleaned up. See, with 22, it's fun to shoot. It's pretty cheap. If I can hit my target. The top one is giving me a problem. There we go. Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good too. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. I will have to say I am pleasantly impressed by the Mossberg Blaze 47 22 long rifle. Of course, it's clear. 22, guys, fun to shoot. It's cheap, not as cheap as it was, let's say 4 years ago, but still relatively inexpensive. So Mossberg released this gun in 2015. Comes a little bit different variants. This variant here is going to give you the traditional looking style wood AK-47. No, this is not wood here. This is plastic. Looks like wood, but it's plastic. They have more of a modernized AK looking variant with the collapsible stock on there, and they have the regular synthetic stock fixed that does incorporate a rail to put optics on. When I first saw this gun, this was kind of like an afterthought buying this gun, and the number one gun really when it comes to any variants, tactical variants of a gun, is the Smith & Wesson M&P 1522. Reviewed that here on this channel. Now, when I saw this actually in a show in 2015, and it just kind of caught my eye. I go, this is a 10 round mag, but they do ship with 25s. And it looked pretty simple. It looked cool. And the sights, it has a really nice sight picture on it. You have your fiber optic green in the back, fiber optic red front. It's not fiber optic, I'm sorry, it's more of a red blade. But it's easy to adjust your sights on here. You got up, down, just very, very simple, left, right. And that beats even the M&P 1522 sights that are modern AR sights. But if you do the Magpul edition, you'll get the M-Bus, which are really, really easy to do. So coming down on this gun, the number one thing I love about this gun the most is it's super, super reliable. I have never had a malfunction with this gun as of yet, and that is super impressive for a 22 long rifle, especially. It's relatively accurate, I guess. I mean, bring some targets here. The number one thing I was most impressed about is I've been having some issues with Remington golden bolts lately. This was more of a it's like a 15 yard to try and hit this. Of course, it's not sighted for this stuff, but you look at that kind of group there. What I was testing is I wanted to make sure it didn't malfunction with golden bolts, which it didn't. And Remington golden bolts are very inconsistent for 22. So, but it worked like a champ. And I shot some mini mags out of it. CCI, there you go. Getting 20 feet. I mean, nothing crazy. It groups okay. It's a 22. You know, if this isn't a Corpson custom competition model. And this target's really cool because it's 3 different shooters here. And this is all at 10 yards. So there's me, there's my mom, and then there's her husband. So you look at all these shot groups, gun's very easy to shoot for everybody, which is super, super important. That goes into the next topic of buying this gun for the entire family to shoot. You want let's say a 22 that you don't want to spend a whole ton of money on. This will come in for under $300. Actually, I think sometimes for $250, maybe $220. And it's a gun that, if you want to teach your kids how to shoot when they're young, and it doesn't break the bank, and it's reliable, and it's relatively accurate for what it is. It could be a gun for you or your wife too. Like I said, an entire family. So, and the sights are really, really easy to pick up on. So it's easier to teach a new shooter how to shoot with iron sights while maintaining the ease of use of adjusting them. Compared to, I kind of come in and compare it to a classic standard in this industry, the gun industry, still to this day, the Ruger 1022. So this is the most sold 22 rifle. Now this one was very special to me, as it was my first rifle ever that I learned how to shoot off of when I was a kid. And this Ruger was produced in 1990, and it has, and Ruger still has a sight, but this sight's a little harder to adjust. And this gun, if you look at like the pull, and of course Ruger now has the carbine versions, but it's a little bit harder for a novice shooter to manipulate and learn off of, in my opinion. So, but still a great rifle no matter what. And of course, that rifle's seen tens of thousands of rounds through it. Now, in terms of comparing this to the M&P 1522, I will have to say, guys, I would take this gun over the 1522, with the exception of the 1522 is more, you can put more accessories on it, and it represents a AR-15 better than the Mossberg Blaze 47. So, as you can see, for everybody that has AKs, yeah, your charging handle is right here on an AK, but you will not have this safety here whatsoever. And all this is cosmetic, so to take this off, you have to unscrew all these screws here to access your bolt and carrier and barrel and everything. So I just kind of clean out in here, put everything down the barrel, patches, because I'm not going to take this entire plastic body off to really, really clean the weapon. And another great thing about this gun is it looks like a toy. It really does. It's not a toy, obviously, but it makes it lightweight. And I can tell you, for it being a toy, this trigger is pretty good. I mean, reset is right there. Wow, very impressive for this. Really, the only dislikes I have about it in this particular variant right here is there's no place to mount a optic. And again, that's where the 1522 will win over this gun. But Mossberg does provide a different model that you can put an optic on. And second thing I don't like about it, there's no threading for a suppressor right here. So if you take this Allen key off, unscrew it, this is actually your sight. So don't do that, because there goes your sight and point of impact. So, and I don't know if Mossberg is going to provide or offer a threaded model, but that would be pretty cool if they did. And like I said, going back to reliability, reliable with everything. I shot most of this, the bulk pack out of it, and it seemed to do very, very well with that. And then I shot the CCI, and I had a little bit of trouble at 100 yards hitting soda cans, because obviously that's pretty darn hard to do it anyways, to hit pop cans. But then at 50 yards, basically my best shot group, not great, getting in here. So this is basically 3 groups, put masking tape over it, hit there at 50 yards. And I think that the philosophy of this gun anyways, that was the one on camera. It's not great, but it's $250. We have to remember that. $250. It's not going to perform like a Verkorpsen or a Tactical Solutions or anything like that. You have to start dumping a lot of money into those. This is a gun that was designed for the novice shooter, the beginner shooter, something that you want to go out and have fun with at the range for a day, and something that the entire family can enjoy. And I believe Mossberg did a fantastic job with this gun. Fantastic. It's awesome. And I really don't want to get rid of this gun, but unfortunately I gotta sell guns to get more guns so I can keep reviewing guns for you guys. That's how it goes. But, and like I said, this particular model is a 10 round, so if you live in a state where you have mag restrictions, you're going to get the 10 round. If you're in a state where you are an actual free American that can exercise your Second Amendment right, you can have the 25 round magazine. It's great. So in this gun too, one last thing, it will lock open on the last round out of your magazine. As soon as you pull your magazine out, the bolt will go home. So don't get all be like, oh, is there something wrong with the gun? No, it's designed that way. So, but if you guys are looking for 22, highly recommend this gun. It's great, and I'll keep bringing you some different videos of all sorts of different guns. Until next time.
Got it. Soda. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good.